warm welcome to the CryptoMetals Markets report. I'm Jon Hammond. Today's Monday the 23rd of November. We're going to be talking about precious metals, base metals, energy metals, and of course, we'll start with Bitcoin. Okay, what a run Bitcoin has been having over the last few days and weeks, and looking at this weekly chart, you can see precisely the bull markets in the bull flag originally, and the breakout again for the last bull market where we hit the all-time high around 20,000. It's then formed this bowl scenario which it's touched a number of times, and it's now hitting the resistance level nearly at the all-time highs before. And this is a very different situation to back in 2017 and 18. There's some big corporate entities now buying up Bitcoin. They're buying everything. They're buying the entire supply and more, and that's what's pushing this price up. We've got PayPal, we've got Square, we've got Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, companies like MicroStrategy that are buying hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin in their treasury function, and we've got the likes of people like Rick Ryder from BlackRock, a $7 trillion investment company, suggesting that Bitcoin could be as big as gold in the coming years, which would put its price into the millions. So people are beginning to pick up on this. People are buying. PayPal has got over 300 million people, customers, of which everybody that is signed up for their cryptocurrency offering is able to buy up to $20,000 at the moment in cryptocurrency, and they are literally buying up at any price Bitcoin. So this is very bullish. It's putting some degree of a bottom. Obviously, these are very risky assets anyway, and at any point could retrace quite a number of percent. But we're in a bull market. We expect it to go through this resistance area at some point before the end of this year, certainly to meet the all-time high of 20,000 and surpass that. We expect a retracement at these levels. It could be this week we retrace. If we take a closer look. Okay, here's a 4-hour chart. Taking a closer look at Bitcoin, you can see this channel which it's been riding up for the last few days and a couple of weeks, and it's kind of moving sideways here. We've had this pullback and we're getting close to the all-time high, so we're in an area of resistance here. And if this level of support holds around 17,500-600, if this support holds, we should be able to push on into the new highs. If it doesn't, then we will probably come down to these levels around 15,000 and have a retracement where it will pause and correct for a period of time. But based on the numbers that are coming out, and I'm seeing across the board that Bitcoin is being bought up by a lot of people in, as I've just mentioned, various different large companies, and there's an awful lot of interest in Wall Street and amongst a number of hedge fund managers. So when the pipes are built and we've got other ways of getting into cryptocurrency, these markets will take off. People that understand what this can do are already in, and everybody needs to own Bitcoin, and they all need to have at least 2% of their net worth in this asset, or they're going to miss out. Even if it's just asset allocation, which is a poor excuse to be in it, because it needs to be invested in my opinion. So Bitcoin, very bullish on. We're expecting big things, possible retracement or sideways movement this week, but it wouldn't surprise me if it took off again in short order. So keep your eye on Bitcoin. Okay, moving on to precious metals now, very quickly. We'll just go through the rather staid story on this 4-hour chart is gold moving up a channel and finding some support on the area of resistance now at the top of this trend line. Looking at the MACD, we can see some level of confusion for this sideways movement, but we have had a cross above the signal line, and the same is true here with regard to stochastics. We are losing a bit of momentum at the moment, and as I've discussed several times, we've got this area of support. I think another challenge at this level, and it could go through to lower levels starting with lower 18s, 1800 and into the 17s potentially, although the dollar is the key aspect here. Let's have a look at the dollar. So looking at the dollar, we've discussed this wedge, and we've had some challenges at the top end of resistance, and it's failed and come down again, and now we're literally at this level again where we could break out here. So weakness in the dollar this week. If it goes down And if we look at the MACD, we've got potential for a cross hit happening here, and again with stochastics it's heading down. So this is looking quite negative for the dollar, which is positive for the metals. And let's confirm this with silver. Okay, this is a 4-hour chart of silver, and again same story as gold. It's bounced off this area of resistance. Now it's become support. The channel that it was forming, this wedge that it had previously, it broke out to the downside, found support around the 2360 level, bounced off it, and if this holds here, and it could well do, looking at the MACD, it's could go either way. We've got thin volumes here and a lot of direction. Need to know what's going on with the stimulus in America, because that's pushing the dollar down. And I think the more the legal battle goes on and the failure of Trump to get anything like what he's looking for in terms of support from the legal entities in America, it's more likely that Biden is obviously going to be president next year, and the stimulus hopefully will come through. But this could track on for gold and silver for several weeks yet. Rather boring, unfortunately, but we are expecting a breakout to the upside. Massively positive story with silver and gold, and members of CryptoMetal Research have got portfolios that are holding up extremely well at the moment, particularly in the mining sector. So we're very bullish on this. We're looking for multiple returns on these miners in 2021, and they'll basically be waiting for a breakout from the bullion metals. Okay, quick update on the energy metals, particularly uranium. As we can see, we've had this retracement over several weeks. This is a weekly chart. We're down, literally bouncing on the 2015-2016 support area, which we've got here. This sort of channel, which hopefully is providing support for the metal. And at this level, we are expecting consolidation and a potential bounce. We have got this channel. A rising channel, which it could get down to if there's any negativity. So looking at the MACD, we can see a crossover and a fairly negative trend here, which still isn't over, so that could be the case. And indeed it's backed up by stochastics, which at the minute is a bit confused, possibly ticking up. So if this is confirmed by the MACD, we could see a bounce at this point. If this isn't, then we could track down to the bottom of this channel before it turns again. But it's been an unloved metal for many years. It's been in a bear market. It's trying its hardest to get out of here. There's an awful lot of miners that are very exciting for our members, and the upside is unbelievable for some of these miners. So we need to get this metal price up and out, and we're just waiting for this breakout. But this could be confirmed in the next few weeks, certainly by the end of the year. We would expect to see some kind of consolidation and upward momentum. Okay, let's round off with the base metals. And looking at copper, we can see that on this weekly chart, it's been in a heck of a bull run and is about to break out of long-term resistance. I mean, this is going back literally to the levels we started to see really in 2012. It's kind of traded sideways a bit, then sold off, rallied, hit this resistance area, which it's now in. So the last time we were this high was basically around about 2018. Tried it a couple of times to break through, it didn't work. We've got a very strong movement here in this channel, and we're retracing at the moment, having a breather. But we take a look at the MACD, we can see it's still very bullish. It's had a kind of sideways think about it, but if you look at stochastics, they're also above 80. So again, the signal line's gone through, very bullish. We could push through and break through this resistance in the next few days or couple of weeks, and we've got this supportive trend line following behind. So the moving average is reasonably far away, so we could come back and retrace. It does touch the 200-day moving average, 200-week moving average occasionally. So there is some benefits there for copper coming up in the short term. Okay, so if we look at the monthly chart for the longer term nature of copper and see where we are, what we can see is this longer term resistance line that it's touched and bounced off literally down to the support area here. We had a false breakout, and we've had this rally and breakout here on the upside, through the resistance channel here. So it's heading towards this resistance line around $4. That's the kind of long-term resistance back to around about 2006-07, and again in 10-11. Those areas are quite strong resistance. So if it pushes through there, it's going to get to sort of $5 over the next sort of year or so. But it's very bullish because of the electric vehicle issues that are going on and the demand from that industry. In terms of zinc, we've just had a bit of a retracement. There's a bit of a gap here which it could fill and then bounce off this rising support line. It's pretty much formed a channel again here, as per the likes of copper and the other base metals. So essentially, we could be in this channel for some time into the resistance area, and we would expect it to get up here in the next few days with some strong movements. And looking at MACD and the stochastics, it's still looking reasonably positive for a retracement to finish soon, and then for it to move on to resistance and above. So again, another positive for zinc and the battery metals. So looking at nickel, a pretty similar story. We've reached this area of resistance pretty much here. If we take a look at this in a bit more detail. Okay, so that's the kind of area we're getting resistance here. If we break out to the upside, we're going to be heading up to some new highs at 1297, 1300 area. We're quite a way off that yet, but within the next few weeks, it wouldn't surprise me if the positivity in these metals, the weakness in the dollar, would drive this into new highs. Okay, that rounds up the Crypto Metal Markets report for today, Monday the 23rd of November. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found some benefit in it for your own trading. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment below, and please like and subscribe so we can get our channel out to more people and get the word out about the bull markets that these things are in now. Thank you. At CryptoMetalResearch.com, we have a number of services to educate and inform you on how to benefit from the financial reset in this massive bull market. We fully expect our portfolio to return multiple double digits in the huge financial reset we're going through. The risks are high, but so are the returns for those with industry connections. We have years of trading experience to support you during your journey. Our services include Crypto Metal Premier, a full done-for-you service for the time poor who see the massive potential of having your assets realigned to benefit from the next big investment boom. We do everything for you so you can sit back, relax and watch your assets appreciate. Crypto Metal Partner, a done-with-you educational service for those who want to be involved and learn how to benefit from this massive opportunity and receive signals of when to get in and out of your positions to maximize your profits. Crypto Metal Portfolio, a do-it-yourself solution so you can learn and apply the portfolio to your investments directly without any support or assistance. Crypto Metal Pulse, a signal service direct to your inbox as and when the market dictates, combining decades of technical analysis trading within your broader crypto metal portfolio. Crypto Metal Personal, a virtual one-to-one for those who want to know more, want to discuss their personal situation and investigate what CryptoMetalResearch.com's investor education can do for you and your financial wealth.